something following me. Do anything.
Hey, not yet, man. Say something for Frisco.
There's something out there.
Not anymore.
There's something coming.
Hey, Frisco, my man. It's about time.
Saruman's off duty.
Get this goddamn taxi moving now!
All right, let's add them up. We got 2 at the foundation. Oh, wait a minute, 4. There's that Hagstrom guy, a cop, and a couple of hoods.
You forgot the wino.
I didn't forget the wino. All right, that's 8.
9 with the wino.
9 dead in the last 24 hours. Boy, the press is gonna want my balls on a stick. Maybe I'll give them yours. Now, Mrs. Stewart, you say you can't identify him. You sure it wasn't this Martin Armquist?
Sir, all the victims have been bitten and or clawed to death. The bites have been impregnated by the saliva of some kind of animal.
I'll tell you what it is, Fanducci. It's a big guy in a bulletproof dog suit. Hell, you know what this city's like come full moon. Some crazy fucker's running around with rakes or something on his hands. I know a serial killer when I see one.
The last time you said it was a bear that escaped from the zoo.
All right, then. Just who or what do you think chased you through the woods? Killed all those people?
Whatever it was that killed all those people, it wasn't a maniac. It wasn't a serial killer. It wasn't human.
Trust me, Mr. Stewart. It's just another lunatic. We'll get him. We'll probably find some maniac whacked out on PCP whose dog told him to kill a few people. Come in.
It's all right. It's all right. Hey. You okay?
No.
So I jump out of the van, right? Yeah. And the guy, and he's already down on the floor.
Look, Fanducci, we can waste a lot of time bantering about what did or didn't chase me through the park. And you can play the role of crusty cop till doomsday. But I think you know that we are not dealing with some bear from the zoo or the son of Sam.
And you tell me exactly what you think we're up against. And since we're being so frank around here, I've got a couple of ground rules to lay down for the 2 of you. If either one of you is even thinking about going somewhere in the near future, I want to know about it. No more sauntering through Central Park before, during, or after dark. And third, I can't help you unless you help me. Right? Right?
All right.
All right. Let's go. Okay, let's start with Hagstrom. Now, what did he tell you about what we're dealing with? He said what? And I don't have to tell you to lock the door and bolt it. 6 of my men will be watching the front. It's my home number. If you hear anything, a moth fart, anything, give me a call.
I'm beginning to appreciate your style, Fanducci.
Sure, now. Gentle.
We're looking for Osk Franek.
I'm his grandson. I don't know you.
We're friends of a friend of his.
Lars Hagström.
Goodbye.
Now, please listen.
No, please leave.
We need to ask him about the Watchman.
Look. That's the one word I hope I never hear again.
We have to talk about Fenrir.
You do know Hagström.
No, he was killed yesterday.
Did your grandfather ever make reference to anything, some object, something that might be needed someday?
Yeah, all the time.
Well, do you know what it is or where it is?
No.
Would it hurt to ask your grandfather about it?
Look, the doctors don't even know if he...
We understand. Thank you.
I'm sorry. If he should, I'm sorry.
What made you come here? Ask all these questions.
Something that I can't explain or even understand. In the last 2 days, most of what I've ever not believed in has been challenged. And I suddenly find myself in the middle of something I hardly know anything about. But Lars Hagström and your grandfather, they may have known more than any of us. And no one would listen.
Bingo.
Art is like everything else, Mrs. Stewart. Every few years, tastes change. Last year it was soup cans. Today it's postmodern, and tomorrow, who knows? But take some schools of art. The Renaissance, for instance. Always a big crowd pleaser. Saints with stigmata, big hit, perennial favorites. And the Virgin Mary, from any school, in any position, standing, sitting, ascending. Oh, always a market for her. Like most academics, I sought to set myself apart, to spend years on a specialty that nobody cared anything about. You are in a room, my dear Mrs. Stewart, from which even Mr. Christie and Mr. Sotheby would flee in horror. It's where we of the cloisters like to keep our out-of-fashion religious art. 6th century early, we believe. A cycle of art by an unknown painter.
Thor.